Sorry if my AC is really loud and distracting, but I can't turn it off because I want to survive. Hey everyone, it's Aimee and welcome back to my channel and to another Project Pan update. I would like to say that this month's update is going to be less erratic than last month's, but I don't feel like I can make that promise, so I'm not gonna say that. For those of you who are new, hello! Just to give you a little bit of a background, my name is Aimee and I am a cosmetics addict. So at the beginning of 2020, I challenged myself to a no buy year. I'm making all kinds of no buy year related videos because my main target for this year is to use up the literally hundreds of cosmetics that I already own instead of going out and bringing more into my home. So I am doing like empties videos on the regular, like no buy year updates, and Project Pan, where originally I had chosen 10 items that I was going to work on using up over the course of the entire year. I'm gonna be switching things up a little bit in this video, as you will see. But before we get into that, a very heartfelt apology to any of you who are going to be disturbed and offended by my chipped nail polish. Trust me, no one is more disgusted by this than me, because I have to look at it every day, but the nail salon is obviously closed. I can't go into the world, and so I'm stuck with these gross looking nails. First world problems, okay, whatever, let's move on. Don't forget, if you enjoy these no buy year themed videos, you can go ahead and subscribe for more, join our Facebook group, it's a great time, and like this video if you like it. So like I just hinted at, I am gonna be switching things up a little bit in this video because at the beginning of my Project Pan, I chose 10 products that I wanted to stick with over the course of the entire year and see if I could pan them all. But that turned out to be really boring to just be using the same products every day, and probably also boring for you guys to look at the same products every month. So I was watching Blonde Elle's Project Pan videos. I will link her channel down below. And she is doing like a seasonal Project Pan, and she recommended that to me. It was an excellent recommendation. That's exactly what I need in my life. So even though I've only been doing this for 2 months, I started late, everything in my life is a mess, I know. I'm going to make today the cutoff point at the end of March for this particular round of Project Pan. We're gonna swap in some new things. We're gonna keep some, swap in some new things, swap out some things, and yeah, do it like a spring Project Pan for 3 months, then swap out to a summer and then a winter. I've been talking for so long and have literally not said anything particularly useful to anyone. So first, let's look at my progress with the things that I started with. Also, because I am a complete mess right now in every aspect of my life, I forgot to make the markings to show my progress last month when I did my update on everything except the lipsticks. So there's that too. Okay, since the lipsticks are the only thing that we can see real progress on since last month, let's start with those. So I have the 3 lipsticks. I have the Clinique Long Last lipstick in Pink Spice, the L'Oreal Color Riche in 632, and the Rimmel Moisture Renew lipstick in Heather Shimmer. Honestly, I'm impressed with my progress on all 3 of these lipsticks this month. The Heather Shimmer is the one that I've been going after with like a vengeance because it's so close to done at this point that I just want it to be over. Like we're down to like the last tiny bit, and I want the satisfaction of it being done. The Pink Spice, I haven't been hitting as hard this month, but I still see some progress there. Not as much as last month, but still, I mean, it's coming along. And then the L'Oreal one kind of blew my mind because I felt like I hadn't been using this much at all this month. Maybe like half a dozen times, but you can see that there is some progress there, so clearly I'm doing something right. So still quite a lot left on that one. And actually this is a product that I am not feeling so much. I just don't want to reach for it. So I'm gonna actually put this in the pile of products that I'm going to be switching out, and I'm gonna be replacing it with something else. So these two lipsticks, the Rimmel one and the Clinique one, I'm going to stick with. I'm gonna carry them forward into my spring project pan because I'm so close to done with both of them and I enjoy using them. But this L'Oreal one, I just don't like using it. I feel like it's a chore that I'm forcing myself to use because it's in the project pan, and I feel like, why am I doing that to myself? So I'm gonna switch this one out. Shall I show you what I'm switching it to now? Yeah, we may as well do that. Okay, I'm gonna show you what I'm switching it for, and I'm gonna switch it in for my Rimmel Just Bitten Kissable Balm Stain in Honey. I don't want to get in my feels right now, but this is a pretty iconic lipstick to me. This is one of the first lipsticks I bought when I was first like really getting into makeup, and I've gone through a few of them in the past and they discontinued these. You can't get them anymore, and so I was kind of being a crazy person and just like hoarding it in the drawer just so that I would have it and I would never be without it. But I don't really know what I was trying to achieve with that, because I can't just keep this in the drawer for 5 years and then try and use it, because that's going to be disgusting. So I am going to switch this one into the project pan. Let's give it a final hurrah, and then adios to my old friend. Kind of a pivotal moment in my life. Okay, the next thing that I've been working on is my Revolution 0.2% Retinol Fine Line Correcting Serum. Why does it always have hair on it every time? Gross. You can see the mark from when I started it at the end of January. I obviously didn't make any marks last month because I'm just a failure. But this is the progress. You can see that kind of smudged line at the top, and now it's down to around here. So making good progress with that, and I'm going to keep this in and bring this forward into my spring project pan too, just because again I enjoy using it, I'm happy with it, I'm making good progress. It makes me feel like I'm accomplishing something to see the liquid going down. Next is another product that I want to take forward into my spring project pan. Don't worry, there are going to be more switch outs and more new products coming in, but there are just some things in here that I feel like I have unfinished business with and I want to stick with them, and this is one of them. This is the Kate Rimmel Sculpting Cosmetics set in Coral. It's hard for you to see the progress just by looking like this. I'm going to show some side-by-side photos and hopefully you'll be able to see that there are some definite dents going on. It's so difficult to show from this angle, but trust me, they are there. Even in the highlight, there's a dip. There's a dip, and it gives me such satisfaction. Like, how sad is my life that I'm so excited about a dip in my highlight. But we're on lockdown, like we don't have a lot to focus on right now. So this brings me an immense amount of joy. I can see definite progress with this, and I feel like by the end of 2020, I'll definitely have panned the blush, and I might even have planned the highlight. Maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me, but I'm going to try. Okay, this is the last product that I am taking forward with me into my spring project pan, and then I'll show you all the new things that I'm bringing in. This is the Wild Mint Green Tea Clay Mask, and again, I'm making steady, if not fantastic progress with this, because now it's halfway empty. Difficult for you to see, but it's down to about halfway. But I'm definitely getting more use out of this now that I've like literally nowhere to go every single day and I have time to pamper myself. So I really feel like this will definitely be done by the end of the next project pan. Probably sooner, hopefully. But yeah, I'm gonna keep this one in there just because I know I'll get some use out of this. And this is kind of the thing, this is a side tangent by the way, so get your ranting hats on, but it's been kind of difficult to choose which products to swap in for the spring project pan because we're on lockdown. and I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not necessarily going full glam every day to my kitchen, it's difficult to know which products I will get real genuine use out of in this time. I don't know how long I'm going to be in the apartment. I don't know how long school is going to be closed. Nobody knows anything right now. And so it was difficult choosing products that I felt like I would actually use and be able to make progress with. A face mask is definitely one of those things, because I can do that every day even if I'm not putting makeup on. So yeah, that was an answer to a question that nobody asked. And now let's continue with the project pan. Okay, let's talk about the foundation that I love to hate. This is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. Again, I don't have the markings from last month, but you can see the progress I've made since January. Not much. It's been hard to make progress with this because I have to mix it with another foundation. Firstly, because it's too pale for me right now, and secondly, because it's so oily. I know it says oil free, but that is a lie. Lies. My greasy skin cannot put up with this, so I've been mixing it with other foundations, which means I'm not making fast progress with it, and now it's just way too pale for me as we move into spring and summer. So I think I might cycle it back in when we move into like the winter project pan, but for now I'm ready to just not look at this for a while. So I want to move this one out, and I'm going to replace it with a different foundation. This is the Body Shop Matte Clay Skin Clarifying Foundation with mattifying clay and purifying tea tree, and I have this in the color Dune. This is going to be super easy to pan because, I mean, you can't see how much product is in here, but it feels like it's about here. This one should be way easier to get through than the Born This Way. Here's hoping. Next, I have the other foundation that was in my original project pan. This is the number 7 Stay Perfect foundation in Warm Ivory. Literally never used this the entire 2 months that I've been project panning. Never reached for it. It's still not the right shade for me, and I think maybe I'll switch this in during the summer, but for right now it's too dark. It's not the one. So I'm going to switch this one out, and instead I'm going to bring in another powder product. This is the Wet n Wild Color Icon bronzer in Ticket to Brazil. I forgot that I owned this. That's how much makeup that I have, that I saw this in the drawer and I was like, when did I get this? Apparently a while ago, because I have actually already hit pan on it, but it's a huge pan. So even though, yes, there is already a great deal of progress there, there's still a lot of product to get through, particularly on the edges. I don't know, last week I didn't even know this existed in my life, and now I'm all about panning it. Like, it's becoming some kind of weird obsession. I don't know why. And then the last 2 products in my project pan are the least satisfying of all, which is why I'm switching them out. It's the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara and the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion. We cannot see the progress. I don't know why I decided to bring these into a project pan. I'm the kind of person who is really driven by seeing results, and I can't see what's going on inside here. So I know I've made some progress, I can't measure it, and it's driving me insane. So I'm going to switch both of these out. I'm done with you. So instead, I'm switching them in for 2 non-makeup products, which kind of goes back to what I was saying about finding products that I'll actually use being on lockdown. The first one is the Bath & Body Works moisturizer in 1000 Wishes. We're down to about here on it. It's difficult to see because I left it lying in the drawer and not straight up, right? So it's kind of everywhere, but I'm about here on it. I love this lotion. I use it every night, but I do have like 5,000 lotions to get through. So if I can have one less in my life, that would be nice for me. And the last thing that I'm rolling into my project pan is this Victoria's Secret fragrance mist in Dream. This just smells like Victoria's Secret to me. Every time I spray it, I feel like I'm in Victoria's Secret, which I don't know if that's a good thing. it swallowed it. Now I need to sneeze. Yeah, I don't know if that's a good thing. I don't know if I even particularly enjoy smelling like Victoria's Secret, but this was a gift and it's something that I can definitely work on making my way through over the next 3 months. Okay, longest project pan video ever, probably, and I'm still not done talking, so I apologize. When I uploaded last month's project pan video, I had a lot of people commenting saying like, why are you putting all this pressure on yourself to use things up? Like, that's not what the no buy year is about. Like, don't stress about this. And I just want to take a second to assure you all that I am not stressed about this. I know I come across as stressed about it, but that's just because I'm generally a very highly strung, sassy person. I am loving this. I am such a freaking weirdo. I have become obsessed with using things up. This has kind of like replaced the adrenaline rush I would get from shopping and the joy that I would get from buying something new. Now my joy comes from using something up and having the project pan where I am like challenging myself to focus on specific products and I can see the progress. That for me, as a weirdo, is so satisfying. I love it so much. So I know if you're not into the whole project pan thing, then it might seem like a weird thing to do, to be like, I'm gonna challenge myself to use up my products. But I don't know, I enjoy it. I'm having a great time. Okay, so now I have my 10 products to take forward into my spring project pan, which will be ending in April, May, the end of June, which is also when I'm gonna be packing up to move, which is another big reason that I'm really trying to use up as much as I can, because packing up a bunch of like products, I don't want to do that. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. It's probably been very long and I probably don't have anyone left watching at this point. If you are still watching, let me know. Comment Odd Squad down below. You are like a trooper, because I feel like I've been talking for a while. I don't know. I think it's maybe just because I'm like not around people so much anymore that I'm like desperate to talk to someone. So I've definitely enjoyed making this video for you guys. I hope you've enjoyed it too. If you have, give it a thumbs up to let me know. Join our Facebook group, subscribe, come join. I need friends right now. I'm in social isolation and I'm bored. Help me. But until next time, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you all so much and I will see you soon.